So in this lecture, I will try to discuss and revisit the importance of landscapes and the following features of landscape or forms of landscape. Some of these terminologies are not usually used in the tropics or in the Philippines or in tropical lands, but are actually a variety of terminologies that are used in different landforms and topography. So why do we have to start with landforms? Well, of course, we have to put in mind that we exist in an ecological state. We have our ecology and its ecological stature, the ecosystem. We live in it. We redefine and navigate in these spaces or in these places and develop them according to our needs. And we sustain them, improve them, so as we could actually continue living. So the first goal for this lecture is to emphasize that we as human beings are situated in this ecology or in this sphere or in this place, and we as humans has the capacity to develop, use the resources available in these ecologies or these systems. And to tell you honestly, that humanity have evolved or developed according to the features or based on the features and available resources in all of these land features. So in our succeeding lectures, we will have to emphasize more of this fact that cultures or people or civilization have developed based on the land features of these societies or early societies. So first, let us revisit these features then, land features. Let's check it out. This website, it's called Types of Landforms. So we have here an exciting view of these landforms. What is a landform anyway? Well, it's actually a mass, a landmass, a feature of Earth's surface that is part of the terrain. A terrain is actually a topographical feature of a land, whether it's a formation sticks of the ground or sinks into it. It has topographic significance. So if you have to remember the word topography, this is the land features of the earth, and the topography is actually influenced by weather, water systems, atmospheric pressure, and definitely the changing features of this topography is influenced by weathering systems, earthquake. All of these are natural occurring phenomena or natural phenomena that occur regularly or within an interval. Okay, the first land feature that we have is, well, this include a lot. One, we have mountains. Mountains, how do we say that? Look into this particular illustration. So let's get deeper. Okay, so this is not a sea form actually. So okay, let's get here. So let's go above the sea. We have lagoon, archipelago, yardang, barhan, desert landform, plains, mountain, hills, island, ford, beach, palsa, sinkhole, volcanic landform, and other things. So the first one is this: significant types of landforms. These are the landforms that we could actually see elsewhere in the world, wherever we live, and whatever weather or climate we exist, or whether we are in the North Pole or South Pole or South or North, whatever. Okay, the first landform, it's available here. This is the mountains. Okay, mountains are actually the landform that are above sea level, about 1,000 feet above sea level, or 1,000 or 300 meters above sea level. It has a slope and height. Geologists also have to consider to classify a mountain. Those are the main factors before it starts to get much more scientific. It must have a slope and a height. What is a slope? Okay, this one, you get to see this one. Yeah, this slope and height. Height also somehow referred to as summit. So if you are a hiker, I think you'll love mountains. What else? We also have this called, the explanation how mountains are formed. Mountains are formed because of tectonic plates. Plates are the landmass a landmass on the surface of the earth that move periodically because of the earthquake, and we have these tectonic plates, and these are actually the causes of the earthquakes that we feel, those little shakes. Yes. Next, we have mountain ranges. Oh, of course, one of the most popular mountain ranges that we have in the world is the Himalayas. Himalayas mountain in South Asia. So we have this in Nepal, in Bhutan, in Bangladesh, and in India. This is the Himalayas. Okay, one of my dreams is to actually, step foot at at the foot of the Himalayas, probably in Nepal. We also have here the Andes Mountains in South America. This is in Bolivia, bordering Chile and all the other Latin American countries. We also have Rocky Mountains in North America, especially in Canada. We have the Alps in Europe, in Switzerland primarily. So this high peak here using my cursor is the Matterhorn. Probably Matterhorn is used to describe the most famous or most iconic summit of the Alps in Switzerland. We also have there the Appalachian Mountains in northeastern North America, the Ural Mountains in Russia, bordering the boundary between Europe and Asia in Russia. So Ural Mountains is actually an important mountain because it's actually the boundary of the demarcation line between Asia that divides Asia and Europe. Next, we have the Karakoram Mountains in Asia. I don't know where is this. You can Google it. The Sierra Nevada Mountains in western USA, the Atlas Mountains in Morocco, the Pyrenees Mountains in France. That's so famous, and this is so fabled. Like a lot of stories talked about these mountains and how iconic it is, and there are lots of legends about these mountains. The Dolomite Mountains in northeastern Italy, and so on. So in the Philippines, we have lots of mountains as well. We also have Mount Pulag in northern Luzon. We have Mount Apu. We have Mayon and Hibok-Hibok. Some of these are volcanoes, and they are active volcanoes, and there are also dormant volcanoes. And culturally speaking, mountains have significant features and have significant influence into the development of civilizations. For example, culturally speaking, the Mount Fuji in Japan is actually considered as a World Heritage Site. A World Cultural Heritage Site. So let's check at Mount Fuji. Okay, in Japan, where it is. Alright, let me go to my website. Okay, this is the Mount Fuji. Alright, this is the view of Mount Fuji in spring. Let me see. Oh, let me go there. Let me see the pictures, other pictures. Images. Alright, so this is Mount Fuji in spring. Cherry blossoms, background, yeah. So beautiful. So culturally speaking, Mount Fuji is considered as a World UNESCO Heritage Site. There are two classifications of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. One is a natural site and one is a cultural site. Natural site is an award given to a particular place that has a significant impact into our world heritage. They are considered natural sites because they are naturally preserved. Their ecology and ecosystem, all the existing laws that protect these ecologies are at place, and so they are preserved for the people of the world to enjoy. Cultural sites such as buildings, stadiums, or remnants of a Renaissance era is considered a cultural site. So Mount Fuji is a considered cultural site because a lot of arts, literature, and drama, and even legends and religion is influenced by the Mount Fuji. References to Mount Fuji in arts and all the like stuff. So that's how a particular landform, could play an important role in a particular culture. So let's go back. Hills. Okay, so if you want to see, revisit the highest mountains on Earth, you get to see here Mount Everest and all the like stuff. So in the Philippines and in Southeast Asia, we also have listings there, so please check it out. We also have hill. What is a hill? A hill is of course lower than a mountain, but it's actually an elevated land. An elevated land. What is the characteristic of a hill? it is typically of higher elevation as compared to a plain, but not higher than a mountain. So why is hill formed, or how is hill formed? A hill is formed through erosion. That's one another factor of that. It is not as steep, or it has no slope like a mountain, but it might have as well, but not as steep as it is. And here we have the Chocolate Hills in the Philippines, one of the most significant and mysterious, hills in the world. This is actually an important feature, scientific phenomena, natural phenomena that explains why the hill is actually empty, that no other grass could actually grow on top of this hill except those existing there, because it has a scientific explanation or phenomena that explains how it is formed. There are lots of theories that explain how it is formed, like for example, oceanographic explanation that once this land feature is actually covered by water, and after the water drifted towards the sea, and it got emptied, therefore we have these hills because of the movement of underwater current when these particular hills are still submerged sometime in about thousands of years ago. We also have here this hill in India, this Tuscany Hills in Italy. So nice. Glastonbury Tor in England, and all the like stuff. And in the Philippines, in Pangasinan, we have this Marlborough country. Yeah, featured in Pusurubio, Pangasinan. It's on top of a hill, so you get to see there the view of Pangasinan and eastern Pangasinan. It's so nice, I think, and a lot of people enjoy going there for sightseeing and to take pictures. Next, we have plains. Okay, in Pangasinan, or in the Philippines, we refer to as the rice granary of the Philippines. That is the region 3. And Pangasinan. Pangasinan is actually a part of the rice granary of the Philippines. That is a vast land area of plains. So if you look into Google Earth and see the Philippines, there you get to see this site, Google Earth. Okay, let's go, Google Earth. A Google Earth Philippines. Let's go. Map. I'm the map. Let's go, Google. There you go, Google. Okay. So let's. Oh, no way. Let's move. No. How are we gonna move? How do we gonna move? Where should we go? Oh, no way. I was in Mindoro. Go here. So this area is called plain. You get to see here. So this area here is called as the rice granary of the Philippines. It is the largest area in the Philippines where rice is actually planted. This is where majority of the rice in the Philippines is harvested. This one is plain, and the mountain ranges here is actually the Cordillera mountain range. So you get to see here the land features of Cordillera. So using Google Earth, you could actually see here the trenches. So you get to see here the ridge. This is where a river is. This one. Look into my map. Right. So this is the Cordillera mountain range. And here on the other side of the Philippines, you get to see here the Sierra Madre mountain range. This range here. So Sierra Madre extends from this side of Manila, Rizal area. Yep. Let's go up. Oh, no way. I want to go to the Philippines. I'm sorry. Google Earth. Oh, no way. Why am I in outer space? We have to go back. Yep. No, not here in Turkey. Go to the Philippines. No way. Google Earth. Philippines. There you go. There you go. Got you, Philippines. There. Okay, the mountain range here is the Sierra Madre Mountains. It starts from Rizal in Manila and ends up in Santa Ana in Cagayan. You get to see here? So I'd been to this place. I'd been to Santa Ana, Cagayan once. This is actually the foothills of, you know, the Sierra Madre. It's the endpoint of Sierra Madre. Would you like to see or share the picture or share a picture with that? Okay, I can share it to you. Here, this area. This is the end of the Sierra Madre mountain range. This is actually the end of the Sierra Madre mountain range. This place. And the start of that is here. Okay, so if you haven't discovered a lot of places in the Philippines yet, there are lots of wonderful places that you can visit in the Philippines. So you also have heard about Caraballo Mountain Range. The Caraballo Mountain Range is actually extends this side of Nueva Vizcaya and Pangasinan. So you get to see here Umingan, Pangasinan. This is the Caraballo Mountain Range over here. This. Okay, Cabanatuan and Baguio, Urdaneta, this one, Caraballo Mountain Range, and the Greater Cordillera Mountain Range, or the mountain province of the Philippines. That's so nice. Okay, so if you have time to visit that, just go there. So let's go back with our discussion. That's the plain, the rice granary of the Philippines. So you know what the plain is? It's just usually 10 meters above sea level, and this is where a lot of people live. But there are also problems in living in plains. One, you are prone to disasters. Two, you are prone to tectonic plate movement or earthquake. You are also prone to flooding. Okay, so we have here Great Plains of the USA, Canterbury Plains in New Zealand, Australian Plains in Europe, and all the other places on Earth. We also have plateau. What is a plateau? Hindi to plato, it's a plateau. Used to be considered elevated plains, but are now distinctive enough in their classification and number that they are different. Plateau is a little bit elevated. It explains that a plateau is an elevated and primarily flat area of land with a border on at least one side with lower lying land. So it's just like one land is higher here, a piece of land is higher, and the other piece of land is lower. That's a plateau. Okay, next, let's move on. Different types of mineral landforms. Desert landforms, you get to see here, and there are different types of desert. In the Philippines, we also have desert in Ilocos region and other places. In Japan, we also have a desert in Tottori. We also have that. Yardang, what's a yardang? It's defined here. You just have to read. A yardang isn't only a funny word, it's visually fascinating landforms. Yardangs form because of excessive amount of wind, wearing away bedrock in one direction and consolidating materials on top of each other. So, like I told you, weather could actually shape the topography of the land or of the place where we live. But can we really, make a community or live in these places? If there's no enough water, there's no enough resources, there's no food, we cannot really thrive or live in a particular place. So the existence of a particular civilization or the resurgence and development of a particular community or civilization might qualify one: place, food, shelter, resources, and safety. This is a barchan. A barcan or barchan, I don't know how it's pronounced. Let's just check it out. It's a specific type of dune or a sand dune. Here, sand. You get to see it, right? Other types of landform, coastal landforms. These are actually limestones. These are shaped by water and weathering. You get to see a lot of arches in the Philippines and elsewhere in the world, and we have them in Pangasinan. We also have them in where Pangasinan. We also have them in Itbayat, in Batanes, Arches. You get to see here. Okay. This is I'm gonna show you. This is the one that I'm referring to in Batanes. This is a must-see spot in Batanes. Okay, let's explore. I've been to Batanes once, and actually I have a lot of friends in Batanes. Yeah, I've been to these places. It's so nice. It's majestic. This is an arch, a landform that I've been telling you. It's actually an arc. So I have taken pictures here, but I've lost my original picture. So this is where it is. You can actually find a lot of these land features in almost everywhere in the world. You can find them in Pangasinan, Agno River Rock Formation, or Umbrella Rock Formation in Agno and in Ilocos region. Okay, have seen this. It's quite nice. Let's go back. An archipelago. The Philippines is a type of archipelago or archipelagic nation. Archipelago is composed of thousands of islands. So we have lots of archipelagic islands or nations. One is the Philippines with 7,000 islands. Second, we have Japan with 6,000 islands, and the largest archipelagic nation in the world is Indonesia with 13,000 islands. These are all archipelagic nations. So let's take a look at these islands. Okay, we have the beach, and we love beaches where we live in a tropical world. Really a nice environment. Well, what's important about the beach is that sometimes if we think of paradise, what comes to our mind is a beach. Yeah, usually it's represented by the beauty of the beach and white sand beaches. It's not just having a black sand or gray sand beaches like what we have in San Fabian, Pangasinan, but it's about coconut palm trees, pristine beaches, and white sand beaches. Actually, that symbolizes or metamorphosize our illusion or our feature of a paradise. Next, we have a cape. We have this in Pangasinan. We call Bulinaw Cave. Yeah, it's a nice place. We don't have this in the Philippines, but I think we have this in Canada. Yeah, it's in Canada and Russia. Gorge means a narrow, deep, long inlet between sea and high cliffs. So majestic, so nice. Island, of course. We have them. Japan, Korea, the Philippines, a lot more, yeah. I think this is in the Philippines. This is our Bangkas. Definitely. It's so nice, so beautiful. So when we say islands, it's really the Philippines. Gorgeous islands, definitely. Isthmus. This is an isthmus. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land that has water on either side of it. They connect two pieces of land that are typically much larger. An isthmus. Okay. Sea cliff. I'd been to a cliff, I guess. Yeah. I want to show you one. We have one in La Union. I'll show you a cliff in La Union. I've been here. This one, this particular image. This is actually a cliff that I took. I've been here. This is in Thunderbird Resort in La Union. So yeah, near Thunder or within that area in Thunderbird Resort, you could actually see this cliff, but it's not actually open for the public, and it's actually dangerous to get down from that cliff to the sea or to the seaside in this area because it's dangerous. And there's actually a way to get down from the cliff and go down to the beach, but it's not open for the public. It's well guarded, so you can take this picture now. So I have that picture. This one is a cliff. So that's it. These are my private photos. This is actually me, my mom, and my younger brother. And this is me when my mom got a cancer and she got an operation, a surgery, to remove her brain cancer tumor. All right, these are other types of coastal landforms you get to see here, and all the like stuff. So that's what we have. We also have a lagoon. I think this is in El Nido in Palawan. This is a banca. Yep. That's it for today. So tell me where you live. Well, some of you might have, mentioned about living at the foothills of Caraballo Mountain. Some of you are living in Baguio City, in a mountainous region in the Philippines. Some of you may have lived or have stayed in an island. And basically, Luzon is an island. It's the biggest island that we have. So basically, we live in an island. So yeah, but coastal cities are more prone to disasters like tsunamis and all the other floodings. And we also have storm surge, which these coastal communities face when we have strong typhoons or tropical cyclones that occur regularly. So that's it. We don't have this land feature in the Philippines, but elsewhere in the world we can find it. We don't have this. Rock glaciers. We have this in Europe. This is a caldera, a crater, an impact crater. Yeah, an impact crater. An impact crater is created because of an asteroid that hit the Earth from a long time ago. So these are examples of the craters, or a meteorite crater filled in Estonia, in Akraman, in Austria, and elsewhere in the world. This is actually a crater. And we also have this word caldera. Caldera is formed because of a strong impact of an asteroid that fell on Earth long time ago, millions of years ago. So if you want to see what I'm talking about this caldera in the Philippines, please let's check it out. Let's get to the Philippines again. All right, let's turn it. Turn. Let's turn it. Let's go. Turn. Voyager. No, not Voyager. Turn the Earth. Let's go to the Philippines. No, not in South Korea. Not in Japan. But the Philippines. Oh no! Planet Earth. Let's go. Indonesia. Go here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Go up. Yeah, we're getting there. We're in Mindanao. We gotta get here too. The Philippines. Yeah, I miss my home. There you go. I'll show you a caldera. Oh, can you find the caldera? It's a caldera, not caldero. Alright. This is a caldera somewhere here. The caldera, or a crater, is actually found in Malasiki, this area. So a study proved that long time ago an asteroid fell on this area in Pangasinan and it hit this large area. A caldera is formed because of a strong impact of an asteroid that fell on Earth. Yeah, in this area here. This is the caldera. So, yep, this is on a slightly elevated surface around this area, and the area within this circle is slightly lower than the land area that you can find here. So is this really a crater? Not really a crater, but it's called caldera. A crater has a water into it, but it's actually a caldera. We can exist in this particular place. So municipality of Malasiki is actually situated inside this caldera. That's so nice here. I want to go to my hometown. Oh, Urdaneta. Oh, there's Baba Eco Farm. It's nice. If you want to see some hills, let's go to Manawag. Okay, this area is hill. This side is actually a hill. Nice. Okay, great to see it. All right, so this is our discussion of landforms in the Philippines. You can actually use Google Earth to figure out and locate these landforms elsewhere in the world. So I hope someday, if you can have time for adventure, try to visit these landforms and places. Or whether you are staying in the Philippines, you could actually travel around the world, travel around your area. Take a photo of these land features or landforms and document them, because one day or another you could actually use these pictures to present and make or create your own PowerPoint presentations or instructional materials to be used in your own classrooms. All right, that's it for this lecture for landforms. See you next time.